Hey guys, it's Heather the Crochet Witch. How are you guys doing today? How has your weekend been? It's freezing. It's freezing here in my corner of Michigan. Oh my gosh. Oof. Have I left the house today? I've gone outside. Maverick and I have gone outside today, but I have left the house. David and I went and grabbed lunch, dinner, breakfast. Not all three. We only went out once, but I had just woken up. He had been awake. So I think it was technically lunch for him. It was breakfast for me. We only ate once today, so it's whatever you would call it. We had meal today. Something. There were no eggs involved, so it was not brunch, maybe? I don't know. Anyway. It's very cold. I saw on my weather, it said it was, like, I fully looked and expected it to say that it was, like, snowing or something, because today it was Maverick. What are you growling at? Like, I think the heater kicked on, and you've seen my inside and outside decor. I mean, just as an example, as you can imagine, I'm Halloween decorated. Even if you're new to the channel, you can probably imagine I have some all the time Halloween decor. We have it's pretty old. David had it here before I moved in, actually, but it's like a hanging head. I know. It's like around this, so right outside this door, because I can't really, everything's much darker when I'm staring into a ring light. I can't really on camera tell what you can see, but right outside this door is a bookshelf, and around the corner from the bookshelf are French doors that lead into this room. Well, hanging from the corner of the door that's usually just always closed is a head that's on like chains. It's a Halloween prop thing, and it's right over the heating vent, so whenever the furnace kicks on, I'm pretty sure he just saw it because Maverick's laying on the couch. And it didn't bother him too bad. He's back asleep already. He's like tucked into a little like bagel shape out there. Anyway, what was I saying? It was cold, really cold today. The high temperature today was like around, I saw 33. I'm not sure if that was the highest that it made it, but I think it might have been 33. And then David made a comment tonight. We were playing World of Warcraft, and David made a comment tonight that he's like, oh, at this point it's going to get colder. And I was kind of like, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. It's nighttime. But he said it's going to keep getting colder, and it's going to get colder tomorrow. And he said it's just going to keep getting colder. So, like, apparently we're getting some, like, polar vortex or something. Great. But yeah, and I looked, and I mean, it's like, bear in mind, I mean, I know I record at night, but it's like around 2 a.m. But I expected it to, be around 30 or something, and say that it was clear skies, because you know how it gets pretty cold when there's no clouds at all, strangely. But that's the way it works, obviously. But the weather said it was foggy. Like, I figured if it was humid or anything like that, it would be like freezing rain, or if it was even colder, snow, But apparently it's foggy. So I'm going to take a wild guess and guess that it's freezing fog, which I have unluckily experienced a few times in my life. Yeah. I haven't ventured outside. Maverick hasn't needed to potty yet or anything. I'm sure he will after this, probably. So we'll see how that goes. I didn't even bother to look outside. I just saw it said that on the weather, and I was like, fog, huh? In 27-degree weather. That's fantastic. So, possible freezing fog. But yeah, it's been quite a day. Like, it's still my Sunday, so we're about to head into Monday. So it's the middle of my weekend. So hopefully, those of you who are still in your weekend, or who are, I guess, if you're just getting over your weekend, it was a really good weekend for you. Oh, speaking of weekend, because you know that reminded me of Loverboy and or Fozzie. I will try to remember to drop the link down below, or put the card up somewhere up in here. Look above you, look below you, look somewhere. For those of you who were interested, when I said I would just put the upload the video onto my, I have a couple other channels. In the description down below is always, I haven't posted on them in a while, but I have a witchy channel talking about more of my witchy side for those of you who don't really want to hear anything about it here on this channel. And I have specific, like, for my tarot reading, because you know I'm more than obsessed and I do like to do tarot readings. I have a channel specifically for that, for everybody who doesn't want to hear anything about that on any of my other channels. But I haven't felt the calling to do a lot of videos on that lately. I would like to get back into that. But they're there, and there are some general readings that are just out there for people. So, like, if now's the time that you've heard that and you really want to check it out, maybe there's a reading there for you. I don't know. But they're always linked down there. One channel that is not linked, because I have previously only had one video, now there's two, is a Fozzie's Goth Girl channel. I don't even remember why it was made. I think I wanted the email, or I think I wanted, yeah, the email, but I wanted the name Fozzie's Goth Girl just to be, I wanted it to be mine, which actually, I remember at the time, I said, that's going to be huge one day to have that name. You know, I want that real estate, because Fozzie's going to be huge. They're going to be amazing. They're, you know, my friends are going places. And I wasn't necessarily wrong. Like, they're bigger than they were then. But I believe there is another Fozzie's Goth Girl out there with a number behind her name, or a color in her name or something. I think I saw one out there, and I bet she would have went for that name. I'm just saying. So if you ever see just a Fozzie's Goth Girl on social medias, that's me, baby. I claimed that real estate on pretty much all the social medias I could think of. Anyway, including YouTube. But I did upload the video, so hopefully I remember to have linked it. It's not the polished concert version with the, there's just a difference between when they're doing like their practice, you know, with just a couple of us standing around listening to them, because it's like their sound check and everything. Versions, they're in their casual clothes and all that fun stuff, but you get a candid look, you know, at the band in their casual clothes, and they're like, Chris, actually, in this video, I was watching through it to make sure I wasn't making any embarrassing noises or comments before I uploaded it, because sometimes in some of my videos, since they're just on my phone and everything, and I'm just there being wild and carefree, and I mean, that's my natural state, though. Really, I embarrass myself on a daily basis. Sometimes you will hear like, woo, I'm a woo girl. So you'll hear that like, woo, and other things yelled from the crowd, and that's me. So I had to make sure that wasn't happening if I was going to not only post it, but link it for you guys. So maybe if I posted it there and you guys didn't know it was me, that would be another story. But if I'm going to do that, I did not want to embarrass myself. It's posted anyway. There's another video there if you're interested. It's from, I think, like 4 years ago, but it's that's a concert video. My phone probably didn't do the greatest job picking up quality sound, but there's a concert video and then there's a practice video. So both are there. But yeah, the video's up. So this video is not to go advertise other YouTube channels of my own, but you know, the links are all there for you now. This video was to, I forgot that a while ago, well, I didn't forget this part, but a while ago, in December, during Vlogmas, I think, I had shown you guys this little guy that I had been gifted for Christmas from my mother-in-law. And I was so happy and excited because I love him. I love this little teddy bear. Because, well, first of all, I love gifts. That sounded bad, but I mean, I love the thought, you know, she thought of me and was like, oh, you should have this because, you know, she said it's because I gifted her this yarn and that I should have something from it. Basically to show like her gratitude. I say, I love the fact that she thought of me, you know, enough to, show she thought of me, you know, and I love that. Like, I think it's so sweet. And so that makes this bear mean more to me. You know, this was made thinking of me. Like, I think that's really, really sweet. So I love it. A lot. I really do. And I love everything. Like, she's so talented and so good. I know I showed this then, but not everybody watched my Vlogmas videos. And it's got like little button joints and everything that move. And I had said before, she makes toys for, she knows a lady in Chicago because they used to live there. My in-laws. She knows a lady in Chicago who, I think the lady's a doctor or works in some profession in a hospital anyway, nurse, doctor or something, with children. And so she makes little toys for children that are visiting or in the hospital with this doctor and, or lady, whatever profession. I think she's a doctor. And sends them. And so she like basically has donations of her own that she does. And that is so sweet. Like, she's such a sweet lady. So that's why I was like, when I find yarn that I know that she will like that to use and everything, I'm like, here, you know, I found more of this at the house. Here you go. It's yours now. And this was one of them that she really likes. She loves the Lion brand Comfy Cotton, or the version of it that Hobby Lobby sold. Comfy Cotton was in the cakes, and Hobby Lobby clearanced out skeins that the name escapes me on, but it was the same exact stuff. I can't think of it right now. You guys are probably shouting it at me. But you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I know most of you do. Anyway, it's gone now from Hobby Lobby because they clearanced it out. And I had just like cleared the shelf of it because I also really liked it. I just didn't go through it that fast. So at one point when I went through one of my totes, it was in there. And she got most of it. Like, I think I have one color saved of it. I had saved a couple colors and this was one of them because I really liked this color too. I was like, you know what? She will really enjoy it. She will use it now. New home it is. Some of it found its way back to me in the form of this adorable little bear. And you guys really liked it. And I had pointed out, as you will may now notice missing behind me, there's a little spot in my yarn because normally I keep something else there that she made me. That is what I just remembered. That a while back, one of you guys had asked to see a close-up of that. So I thought that maybe I would showcase some of the other toys that my mother-in-law had given me, because she has made me several things over the years. And I really love all of them. And I've kept all of them because I keep all my gifts. Like, I may go through a purge and everything else, but honestly, what I will be guilty of keeping hoarded when I die is be surrounded by gifts that people give me. That's the truth. Like, I will get rid of everything except for the stuff people have given me. Because I love and appreciate that, you know. You guys don't have to give me stuff, and I'm not going to be like, gee, thanks. So that is number one. Well, that is the most recent, actually. But that is the little teddy bear that most of you who are around will probably remember the most, because it is the most recent. And he has little jointed joints, or little button joints. And he's got like little shaped paws. I don't know if you can see that well, but like he's got like little cupped paws. Like, she's so talented. And another yarn that I had given her, that if I give this lady yarn, she makes me something. So when I gave her this cotton, because for a while that's what she wanted to make, she made me this bear. And how sweet is he? This one has magnets in the paws. So he's always like holding his little paws like a little gentleman in front of him. Is my mic picking up that engine? It's going down the street now. My neighbors that I'm always talking about. I just told you guys it was 2 a.m, right? They have visitors again. Now, for those of you that are new to the channel, I always mention them just because they're the neighbors that I always talk about, that we are trying to guess their profession, since they don't actually seem to have professions. But they always have visitors. All the time. I think some of you hit the nail on the head. I didn't want to say it, but now I just find it amusing to mention every time I'm recording super late at night and they have visitors, like multiple ones. I'm that neighbor now, I guess. Great, I'm that neighbor. You guys got neighbors, or got visitors again? Anyway. Anyway, back to my bear. And he's got like beans or sand. He's weighted. Like, she went all out on this little bear. And he's not like tiny, honestly. I mean, look, he's sitting in my palm, and he's a decent sized little bear. And remember when I met her, and I've known her now for 9 years. 9-10 years. She knew how to crochet, but she knitted, and she had knitted her whole life. And she is, in her upper 70s now. Yeah. So she is by far a knitter. But she has really started crocheting. Like, she had a few questions for me kind of as she got started, and she's just taken off. So this woman is amazing. But yeah, that's my little bear. And like I said, this is just like a kitchen cotton, because I know I gave her that, because I was like, oh, you're looking for cotton, like any kind of cotton? It doesn't have to be soft cotton. And I was like, I have this Lily's like peaches and cream or whatever, you know, here you go. Yeah, she made it right up. So I gave her that. And then for Christmas another year, this is so sweet. This little guy is so sweet. She gave me this guy. And she knitted him a little sweater, because I told you she's a knitter. Like, he's made of cotton, and which is also a Lily sugar and cream. And he's got little button joints too. So he's another jointed bear. But then she knit a hat and sweater for him. Isn't he just the most adorable? Even a little ear hole. Oh, I love this bear. I love him. I love all of them. And it's not even part of his body or anything. Like, it comes off. It's a little bear underneath, and she just happened to make him a sweater and hat. I think she might have sewn the hat on. She did. She sewed the hat on, but the little sweater comes off. He's so adorable. It's unreal. So those are my bears. Now she also made some littles. She was experimenting with these bees. And she made bees. I know some other people have made these, especially out of like blanket yarn and stuff, but she made these out of like a thin cotton. I don't know what kind of yarn this is. This was not yarn that I gave her. I know she made some of these and put, not mine, she had put baby rattles in them. That rattle was just my rings. But she had put like baby rattles in them. But yeah, mine was one of the first of the batch or whatever before she thought to do that. But yeah, she found this pattern. Like, it's not something that like I joined in the YouTube craze of it when people were doing it or anything like that, because I've never made bumblebees or anything. So she just found that on her own, I guess, without the craze. Because I don't think she watches a lot. I don't think she watches a lot of YouTube. She may have watched some of mine when she found out I had a channel, but I don't think she really watches a whole lot of YouTube at all. I might be wrong. I could be wrong. But that's my little bee. And then I have absolutely no idea where she got this pattern. But he's very cute. Here's the other little that she made me. She made me a little dinosaur. And he feels like he's made of cotton. Isn't he cute? Look at his little tail. Look at the little spikes. They're so tiny and delicate. Like, delicate looking. I mean, they're very sturdy, but... And look at his little tiny feet. And a little face. Like, he almost looks like Woodstock, for like right here. From Peanuts, doesn't he? Like a green Woodstock. He's so cute, though. But she made me him. And then, what you normally see behind... A version of what you normally see behind me. Because this is the first one that she made me. This little guy sits on my desk, actually, out there, my working desk. He sits on top of candles. Well, not lit candles, obviously. But I have a couple, like, until I take them down and take the lid off and burn them. When I have some Bath and Body Works candles, like, kind of on deck, he sits at the top of those and sits on my desk, like, watching everyone in the room and, you know, kind of judging them. But this is my hedgehog that she made. And he's knit. See his little face. And then this is Hobby Lobby, the Fun Fur stuff when it was on clearance. And glittery. He's nice and glittery. I could have sworn that I had a purple one that she made. But I think maybe she had just made a purple one and I had told her that I really liked it. And maybe I did not get that one. Which I'm actually, as much as I love everything else that I got, I'm a little jealous of. Because I love purple. But I'm not going to complain. Because she gives me everything else that I want. So I'm really not. And I love this one too. I really I really thought I had 3 hedgehogs. Spoiler, I'm going to show you another hedgehog, but I thought I had 3 hedgehogs. I can't for the life of me find a third one though. So I think maybe I just really liked one at her house. And then since I liked him so much, I ended up getting this one. So in my mind, I've been thinking I had the other one. I'm kind of wondering if that's what the case was. I don't know. Did you have a sister or a brother? I don't know. Maybe. And he's even got little feetsies. Isn't he adorable? No back feetsies. So that was my hedgehog. And I don't have a clue if she's made up the patterns to some. I mean, this one, I assume she, got the pattern wherever you guys got the pattern for the little bee. So maybe there's been patterns for these. Maybe she's made them up. I'm not sure. So these are just, I just called the bears Brenda's bears. Maybe they can all be Brenda's bears, but they're hedgehogs. I don't know. Build-A-Bear has other things besides bears. Why can't Brenda's bears be hedgehogs? I don't know. But yeah, so anyway, I have this is too comforting. I feel like Dr. Evil, like. So anyway, so I got my hedgehog, and then she was on a real kick for the hedgehogs for a while. So she had asked, did I have any more of this? Well, this was actually when I had gotten the Hobby Lobby. Wait, how did that go? She had asked if we had any because she said she wanted to make hedgehogs. That's when she got this from me. And then she made some because I had gotten green and purple, and I had really wanted the purple. I could have swore I had the purple, you guys. I don't know. I have to just be making that up in my head, because I can't imagine a world that I would not have displayed the purple right where I would see it. So I must not have. Anyway, stop fixating on that, Heather. Well, anyway, she had she really made a ton of hedgehogs and sent them out. And she wanted to make, she asked me to find her some brown. And I think at the time, the closest to brown that I could find was what I'm about to show you. So she made me one of that also. And that, my friends, is the one that you see behind me all the time. That was this guy. So she made me this fella right here, which he's like a tan brown, and he has some gold glitter in his fur also, you can tell. He's like a harvesty brownish color, and I absolutely love him too. He's actually a little bit smaller than this guy, so she must have been I don't know, more excited to make them at the beginning or something, or been running out of the yarn maybe by the time she made this one. I don't know. But yeah, he's a little bit smaller. He's like the little brother. Oh, I got some fiber in my eye. Fiber in the eye. Oh, it gets you every time. Anyway, so this is the little guy that makes his home back here behind me because I really love him. And yeah, he's got a little knitted face too. I don't know if that was blown out when I stuck him up here in the camera before. But there's his sweet little face. The wind is really picking up out there. I can hear it. So yeah, I believe, unless I find that purple one, which I don't think I have, I'm starting to come to terms with it now. I believe that is all. I know she made David a frog because he likes frogs. Or he did. He's kind of moving out of his frog phase. But I know she made him a frog and he put it away. But I think other than that, that is all of my, what I'm calling Brenda Bear toys. Oh, I don't know where it would be. Stop fixating on it, Heather. So, there you have it. But yeah, I thought I would show it off and, like showcase my mother-in-law because she makes really nice stuff. And, yeah, while I was showing appreciation the other day for the Happy Mail, why not show appreciation for the gifts? It's not Happy Mail, but it's happy, and they're gifts, and they're adorable. And I know that some of you guys had been asking to see the other things up close, and there are more of you guys now, so why not show it off? It's yarny stuff, and it's adorable. And while I was remembering to tell you about the Fozzie link, I'll just shove that in here too. So it seemed like a good idea. But yeah, plus at the moment I'm out there working on the crocheting my way out of the corner stuff, so I had no progress to show you because I'm still working on that. But I wanted to come in and talk to you guys for a few minutes, keep you company for a few minutes, have you keep me company for a few minutes. I miss not doing daily things with you guys, so I'm trying, to, and I thought this was a good little moment of our day. So, here's to a moment of our day. Yeah. So I hope you guys have a really great start to your week, and yeah, because I wished you a good weekend, but it's also Monday, right? So I hope you have a really great start to your week and that everything goes well this week and that you guys are staying warm. Or if you're in a different part of the world, that you're staying cool. I know there's other parts that I cannot believe are warm right now, but I know they exist. I need to stop complaining though, because I will always take cold weather before warm weather for me personally. I know that I am kind of alone on that for the most part. I know there's a few like-minded folks, but for the most part, I'm alone on that. And that's fine. I understand. But yeah, so have a really great start to your day and start to your week. And yeah, I will just talk to you guys hopefully tomorrow. Hopefully I'll have a little something for you to show you. And tell me what you guys are doing to start your week, all right? Let me know. I want to know. So keep me company. Keep me company too. All right. I love you guys.